Good day, everyone. So we'll be, yes, designing a popular mobile application like what we have on our curriculum today. So yes, I chose WhatsApp to work on, and so that's what we'll be doing today. So let me zoom this. 100. So after creating a new file, you know how to do that by now. After creating a new file, I named it WhatsApp, and then yeah, I started working on this. So the frame I used, the frame. So I'm going to select the frame here, and then yes, I use Android, the Android frame. So we are designing, yes, WhatsApp for an Android device. So yeah, what do you think will be the next thing here? My rectangle to get this. I'm going to have this. Yeah. So I can change the background color to this. I'm going to share the hex code for WhatsApp for you guys on the group. And then yes, I use grids to help align my elements properly. So grids in Figma helps you align your element, give you the same padding and margin, or give you equal padding and margin to your element to help your design look neat. And then yes, you can have space, white space and all. So yeah, I'm picking columns, then count. I'll give it a count of 20. No, 10. 10 will be okay. 10. And then yes, the type is stretch, and then the gutter is 20. So here I'm going to have my WhatsApp text. So this like WhatsApp logo. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to change this font. Box and this is the font I used here. And then I'll make it bold. Bring this in it now. Change the color back, the color to white. Next, I'll have my search icon. So I'm getting my search icon. Or I shared this file with everyone in class. I'm getting my search icon from here. Control C, Control V. Yeah. Then yeah, I'm going to change the color of this icon to white. This other icon too. Just pasting it here make work easier for me. But yes, you can get your icons from the file I shared with everyone. Then the camera icon too. Control C. Okay, let me do this. So this is what I did to this camera icon. The main color, or its main color, was white. So I changed the color. I'm going to share this hex code too, and then reduce the transparency. So yes, it was 100%. The transparency was 100%. I reduced it to 50. Yes, to show that this is not active. What's this particular screen is a chat screen, so it's a chat screen that will be active here. So other, the camera, the status, the call, so they are not active elements for now. Yeah, next is my text. Then I have chat. And what I have here, so if this font size was 15, and then here my rectangle too. This has a width of 104 and a height of 4, so 104. And of course I'll change my background, or I'll change the color property to white. Next is my ellipse tool. So here I have, yes, 22 as the width and height, or as its width and height. Control Z. I rather I'll change the color to white. And then yes, and to have like, those of you don't reply people's messages, so let's have 50. 50 here. So we are using this color, this WhatsApp main color, or this WhatsApp primary color. Sorry, that's supposed to be white. Yeah. So the next thing, we are going to have the call tab, or the status here, to view people's status. So I just duplicated the chat and then move it to the center. So I now have status here. And then Ctrl D for calls. To duplicate this for calls. Yeah. So now we can arrange the shift and then you hold all your elements. And then over here you have you can tidy up elements here to give it the same spacing. See what I'm doing over here. Yeah. So now the next thing we will have, yes, is the image in a circle, and then yes, your text like the name of your contacts, and then the message you sent or they sent, and then yeah, the time they sent it. So now my ellipse tool, giving this a width of 60 and a height of 62. So the spacing of, so yeah, my layout grid, I hid it. Let's see, yeah, good, we are good. And then yes, an image inside. So I'm going to get choose an image from my laptop. So my file explorer is not going to show like what happened last time. So the screen recorder I'm using doesn't record the file explorer. Yeah, let me use image of these angle. Tila, yes, my picture. So what I did, like you saw what I did, I just tapped on the circle and then choose here that where we in the design tab. Let me do that again. I'll do that again. I tapped on the image and then in the design tab I picked on fill. So rather than having solid like the type here, rather than having solid and then choosing a color, you can have solid and then choose a color, and then you can also, your fill can also be a linear, gradient, radial, angular, diamond, or an image. So yeah, this is the image I picked. So next is to have a name. See on my desktop and yes. Then I have Mary Dalton, or let's have it there. So yes, I'm going to increase 20. Let's reduce it to 16. I'll be okay at 16. And then yes, Mary Dalton sent a message. Just duplicated the first steps. Then I'll make it regular, the variation, yes. And then reduce the font size to 14. And then I also change the color of my text. So yes, I also have the tick icon. Control V. To show that my message has been delivered. The message I sent to Mary has been delivered. So what text is she? Just hello. And there's yes, the time I sent the message. T on my keyboard, and This 9. So I sent it at 10 minutes past 9. Then we have this capital AM. And yes, I'm going to change the color to the fill, to the same color I used for the text I sent, or the message I sent to Mary Dalton. Good. Numbers 100. And then use the line to separate messages from each other. So I use my rectangle tool. Give this a width of height of 1, and then yes, this width was 259, and I'll change my background color or its fill, as you see. Ctrl V, and then yes, it's transparency to 58. Let me hide the grid from this. Yeah, where we go. Just this a bit. And then yeah, shift the message from my click. Yeah, I'm going to group all these elements to belong to each other. Ctrl G, and then yes, Ctrl D, and I'll name it here. Rename it to message. Next thing I'm going to do is to duplicate all of this. Ctrl D. So you can take your time to design, you can take your time to do this, but just duplicate your elements, and then what you're going to do, you're going to change the image. You tap on it. Change the image. And also yeah, your contact name, you can change it to and then you can also change the text. Yeah, increase the width of this, and then the time. So duplicate these two, the line to separate the messages. And then yes, the tick tool. So what I did here, I still this my icon holder. got this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and then yeah, I change its size. You 20, better at 20. And then yeah, the color too, I changed the color. So yes, I'm going to share these colors with everyone in class. So yeah, so Andy has read my message, that's why you have this. Push this down a bit, this down too. So just go on duplicating, Ctrl D, Ctrl D. Yeah, the tick didn't. So this, yeah, so because of time, and so I can send a video early, I'll just go on with other designs. So yeah, what I did was to get this the same width and height of this set, to give there's every other element supposed to have the same size. So the lips here, just give it the same width of 60, and yeah, the height 62. And here's the icon, the send icon. I didn't use WhatsApp normal message icon. I used this. I think Telegram has this. Is it Telegram? No, Telegram or Twitter, yeah, has this. Then yes, the field, change the field to this, and then Ctrl V, pasted this. Let it be in the center of this circle. Yeah, the color to white. And give this 30. So let's give this 32. The width and height of 30. So yeah, and then still this has to be in the center, remember. And yes, I gave my circle an effect, a drop shadow effect. So 5, let's say 5, and then the 10. So we are almost done for this first screen. The next thing we have, so the next thing we are going to have is the circle icon, which indicates how many messages you have. So when my items to, and then I'll have it here. So it's the same size with the chart. 22, 22, Then here change the fill. And then your text. Okay, this is a message I sent, so we don't need this there. So let's try it down there. Maybe I've not read a message from this other contact. My T on your keyboard, and then you can have 3. I've not heard the messages from this guy or whoever. 12, and then semi-bold, and then align it to the center. Here's the fill to white. Then here's group these elements. Shift, you hold the both of them, and then Ctrl G. And then yes, you group these two, Ctrl G. Next we have the status, Ctrl D. So I just duplicated this my frame. I clicked on Android. So let's rename this to chat. And then here we have status, this other frame, status. So we are going to create something similar to WhatsApp status. Yes, this WhatsApp itself. Yeah. And have status. So yeah, you guess what I'm going to do now? I'm going to move this here. To be in the center. And then yes, I'll delete this. I'm not going to remove the circle, so I can just change the image. To what I posted. Let's use this. Yeah, so we are going to use stroke. But we are going to give this a circle a stroke. So here, size 2, and then it inside, so you make it outside. And then yes, if you click on these 3 dots here, yes, you can set your stroke to like what I have here. They call it advanced stroke, and then I'll change the color to using this. So I'll simply take this stick off. And then yes, the time I uploaded or updated my status. Then we don't need these two. Then here's the icon, Ctrl C. Controller close to the ear. Yeah. Then you guess my rectangle. One. Then I'll still have, let me get the color I used for this. Ctrl C. So I'm going to share the hex code for all these colors to everyone in the group. And my second rectangle. Then the same color. And then I reduce, or I give it the transparency of, I'm giving it a transparency of 58. This was 45. Just come here. 45. Then my text here for recent updates. Change the text color to and then make it bold. Change the variation, the text variation, maybe medium. Why I didn't remove my lines, I know. I just had to duplicate my frame to make work easier for me. So yeah, still have to delete a few things. Okay, so I'm just going to get my camera icon here, take this off. And then I'll paste, Ctrl V to it, pasted here. Just have to bring it down to where it belongs or where it's supposed to be. And use the fill to white and 100% no transparency or transparency. Here, make this bold. To change the size, and yes, don't forget to remove this. The time, don't need this anymore. So let's change this to maybe 29 minutes ago. So Andy updated his status 29 minutes ago. And we can have yesterday at 6:30 p.m. to change the name to yeah. So how I got this, like the text status update, how I got this was to get my rectangle to draw out some stuff, and then your text T, and then this game people play on WhatsApp, like I got my hair, and then when you send them a message saying why, they say hey I got you, and then they'll send you a list of things to post on your status. Okay, so I'm going to have um, web developer needed. So I see this a lot on people's status. I have a lot of developers on my contact list, so I see this a lot. So yeah, the font size to 30. Well, let's give it font size 50. I think 40 will be okay. And then yes, align it center. And then yes, to change the background color. No, you don't see. I don't see this. I use, yeah, and then the text color too. White. So you are going to group these two. Shift and hold your text, and then shift and hold your text, and then press shift to hold your rectangle. So you have the two elements, and then Ctrl G to group them, and then you click on export group 7. So save it in a folder, sorry, my file explorer is not showing. And then I'm saving it as status update. Yeah, so here for Andy status, I'm going to click on this image icon and then choose image, and then here to the folder I save my status update. I'm going to search for it. Here we go. And yeah, the next thing we have to do, what do you think is the next thing we are going to do? This stroke. So we are going to give this element a stroke, and then use the size too, and then change it from inside to outside, and then go to advanced stroke settings, choose round, and yes, the dash, like for the dashes, like what we have here. So the first so we have 10 dashes, and then the gap 5. So that, then yes, the color So we've not viewed Andy's status yet. So we are having this color. And then yes, then change the image. Then yes, you give it stroke 2, then outside. So what we have here for Joy and Kanu's status, let's see, okay, 20 dashes and then 4 gap spaces. So advance 3 and then 4 and then yeah, the color. Color I used here was C4, yes, C4. So yeah, we are good. C4 too. So lastly, we have the muted update for people status unit. So I'm just going to group these elements. This first, and then hold shift this and this, and Control G. Then the next thing, Control D for muted update. So we're going to get this same icon, Control C, Control V here. Oops, there's not what I was supposed to copy. Control C, Control V. Do this. And then here we're going to have this other icon. So yeah, ellipse tool. Just draw this. .40. The fill to white. Will take up a little, and then yes, you give this an effect to drop shadow effect. Let's see, 5 and then 10. So this are the drop shadow of 4 and 10. The y axis. Yeah, finally the icon for edit. Alright, yes, then in the center. Like this. Then lastly we have the WhatsApp call icon, the WhatsApp call screen, and then the camera screen. So I want your assignment is to do this yourself, and yeah, I'm going to share the link to the file with you guys. Well done and good luck.